Hi guys, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is part 2 to my live 11/11 reading session. Thank you guys again for joining. I took a little break, John cracked my back, and I got some tea. And John is actually going to boil some more tea. You might hear that in the background. It's kind of loud. And I'm just waiting for everybody to join. I have 5 of you guys who have signed up that I'm going to finish off, and I still have 5 spots left. So if you'd like to purchase, you send $11 plus 11 cents and your question to paypal.me/rainbowharmony. Just type that into your search bar and it will pop up, and it's just really easy. You pay, you type your question, it's pretty self-explanatory, and then you comment to find out what number in line you are. And all the proceeds from this live session is going to go to help support sustainable and ethical fashion in Tbilisi, Georgia. There's a new scene of designers that's popping up there in that country that is doing handmade clothing and using ethical and sustainable practices, and it's just so beautiful. And I'm going there to offer my fashion styling, my makeup artist services for free, and helping these designers to advertise their work, make lookbooks, and also to promote their work in fashion magazines. And I'm offering my services for free, and the money from this is going to go to support that. So thank you guys so much. This is like my Christmas wish. I didn't get any Christmas gifts this year. I don't really celebrate the holiday. Every year I try to do something like to give back, and yeah, thank you guys so much for helping me do this. And I will keep you guys in the loop on that. And to purchase the Glam Tippy Witch, just send $11.11 and your question. Just type this in, paypal.me/rainbowharmony. And if you need any assistance, just... Okay. I don't know why my internet did that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because of the tea and like the steam. I don't know. Okay, so who is next? Allie is next, and the question, oh, the good fortune. Okay, so Allie wants to know what good fortune is coming her way in 2019. So let's go ahead and look into 2019 for you and look into the good fortune. Ooh, that's a good one. That was so weird. Did you just see that? Just give me a second, Allie. I want to make sure I'm being really thorough and pulling you a good spread here. Okay, so I feel like this is kind of reflecting back to 2018, so I kind of want to go there for a second. I think there was a lot of frustration in your path in 2018, and this is so weird. I've never seen this before. I've looked at this card so many times, and I'm always drawn to this part of the card, but like, what is this? I feel like there's just kind of like this dark cloud that felt like it was hovering over you, and this is just talking about frustration. Like, you're working really hard, but just like you feel like you can't harvest anything. It's kind of a message of like a drought or like a dry spell or just like a frozen period in your life. And we've been talking a lot. I've been doing a lot of readings for people today about 2019. We've been talking about how 2018, there was so many retrogrades and so many doors that were closing, and like the whole year just kind of brought us back to ourselves for meditation, for contemplation, for introspection. It's like this hermit time in our life. And so a lot of us were just really thinking more about the future, planning, figuring out what we didn't want, going through a lot of contrast. And so 2019 is going to be completely opposite, because in numerology, the number 9 is the number of endings and beginnings. So I feel like 2018 was like your endings, 2019 is the new beginning for you. The good fortune I see is literally fortune. This is abundance. This is actually money coming into your life. And so this is the 6 of bows, money and abundance coming to you in 2019. And this card also has to do with, let me see. Yeah, it has to do with like the wheel of the year and like the wheel of fortune coming into your life. In 2019, you're actually going to be able to finally harvest and enjoy the fruits and rewards of your labors. You've been really patient, and so this is a message that in 2019, allow well-being to flow to you. You're going to be enjoying a lot of pleasure in 2019, a lot of sustenance. 2018 was a period of stress and struggle, but this is saying you're going to feel like you have more time for healthy relaxation in 2019. And then you're going to have so much abundance that you're going to be gifting others. You're going to be sharing with others your good wealth and your good fortune. You're going to be feeling very generous. And so you're going to have a lot to give thanks for. Abundance, financial reward is coming to you. This is also saying in 2019 there's going to be a lot of growth. It's like literally the opposite of what you went through in 2018. There wasn't a lot of growth. There was like this stagnancy. So you're going to feel like you're actually moving forward. There's some kind of job opportunity coming to you in 2019. I know that for sure because this is the job opportunity card. So this might be a good time for you to brush up your resume and think about looking for another job. It could also be a raise or a promotion in your line of work. So just be open to that. If you feel like you're in the right place and like you like the path that you're on in your work and in your career, then stay on it and know there's increase coming, there's a promotion coming. If not, if you're feeling like I need to take another path, there's going to be some kind of opportunity. Also, this is probably one of the best cards you can ever get. I love seeing this card reversed. In 2019, they're saying it's the end of waiting. You've been waiting for something to come through. You've been having endurance. You've just been doing what you can with what you have, trying to just make it past this storm here that's in the background, like you're waiting out the storm so you can continue your journey. Well, that storm is over. The dark cloud has passed, and you don't have to wait anymore. Something big comes through and you have the ability to move forward. You don't have to wait anymore. You don't have to have endurance anymore. You get to move forward, and there's also an opportunity for you to relax. I see a vacation for you probably in June or July. I see it's going to be probably one of the most extravagant vacations you've ever been on. So they're saying take some of that abundance and they're saying book a hotel or book an Airbnb like months in advance. Like once you get this windfall of cash, like trust yourself that you're going to invest this money right. You're not going to waste it, but don't forget to invest in yourself and enjoy and celebrate the fruits of your labor. And there's some kind of vacation you'll be planning. You're going to be going away for about 2 weeks. Could be somewhere like a beach location or something like that. I definitely see you being able to take a vacation somewhere you've been wanting to go for a long time. That's coming through in 2019. Then this is just saying staying dedicated. You're going to feel like you can move forward in 2019. I keep saying that, like you're going to feel like you can move forward because the energy of 2018 for you and for many of us was just like feeling stuck, like going in circles. Now, you needed that time. Once again, you needed that time for introspection. But now you feel confident. This is the lone wolf. You feel like now you're at this point where you're like, I don't care who's supporting me or who agrees or who's coming with me or who's not. Like, you're going on this path, you're manifesting your dreams and your desires, and that cloud is dissipating and you're feeling strong. The hawk is a symbol of opportunity. And so there are definitely opportunities coming your way in 2019. Let's see if there's any other good fortune coming to you. Education. Perhaps you're graduating this year, or you're figuring out what line of figuring out like if you want to go back to school or if you want to study. It's like the completion of one part of life, and then once again endings and beginnings. The completion of one part of life, the beginning of something new. So you might decide to study something. Maybe it's esoteric, maybe you're getting some new books, maybe you're getting a coach or a mentor or something like that. I see you educating yourself. And now you're just trying to figure out like what, exactly how you want to move forward with your education. Know that you have good fortune in 2019. Your energy is going to be really bright. You're going to be able to stick to things. If you've had trouble in the past with education or staying dedicated to this path, you're going to feel more dedicated and be able to follow the path through. I also see creativity. Maybe you're developing your skills creatively to be able to offer some type of service or product. And they're saying, follow your passion in 2019. This is also saying you've released a lot. You let go in 2018 of people, places, situations, habits that didn't serve you with grace. I feel like some of this was hard for you. There was like one person in particular, it might have been a friend that kind of backstabbed you and you weren't expecting that, and like you didn't want that person to leave your life, but you just had to let them go. And so I feel like you've released this person, but you're actually making way for new friendships because of that. Like that relationship served its purpose in your life and you've learned a lot. And I see you've already forgiven. You're a very forgiving person. I feel like somebody new is coming to kind of take their place. So they're saying, trust that the angels are watching over you. And I feel like this is an earth angel. Have you ever met a friend or met someone you felt like was just like an angel in your life and who just blessed you? And no one's perfect, but I do have some friends that I'm just like, wow, this person's totally an earth angel. So it's like an earth angel vibe, a new friend coming in your life who's just as empathetic and caring as you are. You guys can kind of be on the same level together. So they're saying have patience through this adversity. This energy will linger for the first couple months of 2019, but it'll blow away, and there's some kind of windfall of abundance coming with a career opportunity, and that's going to kind of kick off this new energy. So I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support, and we're going to move on to the next person. So who's next?
Stephanie.
Okay, Stephanie is next.
What's her next step? Should she keep traveling or go home early?
Okay, so what is your next step, Stephanie? Should you keep traveling or should you go home early? I know how hard it is to make that decision because I personally am traveling right now and I go back and forth all the time. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go back to LA, and then I will change my mind and be like, no, I'm gonna go here, and then yeah, it's kind of hard because when you're traveling, like you're manifesting things so fast and you're on this momentum, and there's part of you that wants to keep going, and then obviously there's part of you that's kind of misses home and misses some of the friends and the faces and the opportunities and stuff you've had. So it's hard because you're worried, like, if I go back, what if I want to travel again? And maybe it'll be hard to like manifest that situation again. Or I kind of feel where you're at in the energy, and also like personally I feel you. So what does the path look like if you go home early? What does the path look like if you keep traveling? So keep traveling. Keep traveling. Go home early. Go home early. Go home early. Okay, so I feel like you want to go home. You're thinking about it because there might be somebody who's in town around this time, or you're thinking about someone in love that you had a connection with. It could have been someone you broke up with or someone that kind of broke your heart. And so I think you're thinking about this person and you're thinking like, should I go back? Well, maybe I'll have a chance to reconnect with them, or I think this might have a little bit to do with love. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I see that kind of energy. You're really thinking about like a reunion with somebody. This could also be just like reuniting with your friends and family. But I don't know. I don't really see you being happy going back early. This is talking about the celebration card is reversed here. I think when you first get back, it would be fun, it would be exciting at first, but I don't see it going the way you think it would go. I feel like there's some kind of opportunity for you out there if you keep traveling. I see you feeling stuck if you go back. This is creativity reversed. There's a lot of reversals here. This is empowerment reversed. And so if you decide to go back, I'm not saying all hell's gonna break loose. And I think you should really trust your heart on this one. But I feel like there's just like a vibe there that's not in alignment with you. Oh, so you're saying right before you left, you ended things with your karmic soulmate. Yep. That's exactly what I see. Like, you might be thinking of them. Maybe you're lonely, you're missing them, or you're just like wondering what's going on there or wanting closure, thinking about getting them back or something like that. I just feel like going back there is going to remind you of them. I feel like, I don't know, it just the energy does not look like you should go back. Now, here's what I see if you keep going, if you keep traveling. I see the twin flame card. And this is why I was like, okay, she needs to keep traveling, because there's someone you're supposed to meet. I feel like it's going to heal your heart if you keep traveling. This is saying like out of death comes rebirth, because this is the lily, the funeral flower. And there's some kind of new commitment. Like, I feel like you're going to find peace with the person you left behind, and like there's somebody new coming in. And honestly, here's what I see for people after breakups. You can get over the person, but I don't think your heart ever really fully heals until you meet the next person you're supposed to be with. That's just what I've seen for myself and for a lot of clients. I feel like this healing process needs to be completed, and I think, you're going to be continuing to empower yourself and be independent on your own. I don't see this new person coming in immediately, but they will come. And so I think that you might even meet them while you're traveling. And so there's a reason you're supposed to keep traveling. Don't go looking for this person, they'll find you. I think traveling has really helped you balance yourself. I think it's kind of scary because you're like, I don't know where I'm going to go next or how it's going to be, and maybe the finances and stuff are kind of like hard for you, but take this opportunity, start blogging, start a YouTube, start coaching people on how to travel, or like whatever you can do, like find a way to make this part of your lifestyle, because I see you traveling for a while longer. And so they're saying have endurance and find ways to pinch pennies. Maybe even looking into, like, if you're not staying in hostels, maybe staying in like higher end hostels, maybe trying to get a visa somewhere. Like, I think you should just keep at it. I think that there's an opportunity for you to stay somewhere more long term. There's some kind of money that's going to come through. And I also see there might be people in your family that might help you out, or just support you through this time. And so, yeah, they're saying you're learning a lot through this. There's change that's coming through this. Your spirit guides are all around you, helping you. And I really see like you're supposed to be traveling at least just a little bit longer. So they're saying keep your enthusiasm. I've been traveling now for 9 months straight. And it's been amazing, but it can also be really lonely and like kind of frustrating sometimes. And so make sure that you get outside. I don't know if it's winter wherever you're traveling at, but it can get cold, and this is the time of year where we're just like, oh, I just want to go home. It's cold and like there's not much to do, but go on a walk by the river or the lake or the ocean, or get out in the forest, like whatever, or go to the park, and make sure you keep exploring, and don't forget it's okay to rest and stay in for a couple days too. I've been staying in a lot the last couple of weeks, and even though I'm in Italy and it's like so beautiful and I can like see all these amazing things, sometimes you just need to like chill, even if you're traveling. So they're saying visualize where you want to go next. Maybe that's something you can do, is like kind of spark the travel bug again by like figuring out where you want to go and like what your goal is and like where you want to work towards. And then they're saying follow your creativity, like go somewhere that makes you feel really creative, and make sure you're still working towards a creative path. There's been adversity. I feel like the traveling isn't as fun because I don't know if like money's running out or if you're having trouble financially, if it's something like that, but you can find ways to cut corners and cut your budget and still have fun and enjoy yourself. And so, yeah, I would say to keep traveling. That's the answer to the question. And I really do feel like it has something to do with aligning you with somebody that you love. I don't know about going home early. There's so many reversals here. It just seems like you wouldn't be happy with that for some reason. Maybe you want to be around family and friends because of the holidays, but I don't really get a sense that you're missing much, and your growth is more important. And so you're growing through this process. I would keep traveling, okay? That's what they're saying, you know? You're a light worker, you're going to be figuring this out. If for some reason you've heard me say this and you've realized, you know what, I just want to go home, then great. Hearing the other side and the positive on the other side is going to help you. Okay? I don't see it's going to be bad or all hell's going to break loose if you go back. I just think the energy over here is a lot stronger from what I see in the cards. It's a lot stronger over here. It's saying like you're going to be really happy. There's someone you might meet. This journey's supposed to go on. You're finding your balance. Have endurance. Your abundance will grow. Start thinking more long term. Maybe you want to keep traveling, you know? Maybe you want to find a way to stay somewhere where you've been traveling. I see opportunities for you. The sky's the limit. You're not limited at all. If you're starting to feel limited, ask yourself, like, how can I get into a situation where I can feel more on top? And so, yeah, I feel you. I've been traveling for a while. And sometimes I think too, like, I'm just gonna go back, but something keeps calling me forwards personally. Something keeps telling me like to keep going. Sometimes you don't always know where you're going or like what the purpose is, but if you're being called to travel, follow that. Follow your heart and make it happen. So wonderful. I'm very excited for you and your adventure. Definitely keep in touch. Follow me on Instagram. DM me, and like if you're posting pictures of your travels, I'd love to follow and see. John, do you want to drop the link to my Instagram, my Rainbow Harmony account below? Thanks. I'm drinking my tea because I've been talking for like 2 hours now. I definitely have the gift of gab. Do any of you guys also have the gift of gab? I was always getting in trouble in school for talking. I would always talk to my friends for like hours and hours on the phone. I've just always been a talker. Just type in at rainbow__harmony. Here, I'll do it. Wait, I don't know how to do it. Stephanie, so thank you so much. I think I'm going to continue to travel for a few more months, like my original plan. Do it! And if you end, I'm going to Tbilisi, Georgia. That's actually what I'm raising money for, to help support the sustainable fashion community there. If you go to Tbilisi, you have to come visit me, okay? Anybody out there, if you want to go to Tbilisi, just hit me up, okay? And we can hang out, and you can get free readings from me. Yeah. John's dropping the link to my Instagram below. If any of you guys want to, yeah, if any of you guys want to follow me. Okay, so how many spots do I have left available?
I think it's just one.
Okay, I have one more spot open. So if anybody wants a reading, all you have to do is send $11 plus 11 cents and your question to paypal.me/rainbowharmony. Just type that in, a prompt will come up for you to enter everything in. I just have a couple people left, so you'll get your reading pretty soon here. And I just have one spot left, you guys. Last spot available if anybody wants it. So, yeah. All right, who's next, John? Alexis. So Alexis is next. What's the question?
What are Jay's feelings?
Okay, so Alexis wants to know how Jay is feeling towards her. This happens to be my specialty. Love readings. It was so funny. One of my friends posted a video like the other day, just like of herself. I don't even know what she was doing. She's just like on her Instagram, and I saw it and I was like, she met someone. And I could just tell from, I don't even know, just like looking at her that she met someone. I have this crazy love radar. I can tap into people's energy. It's always been this weird thing I've had, and here I am doing it professionally. So I have faith that this will be accurate. I've programmed these cards to give accurate messages, and I'm very excited to share the message and find out what Jay's feelings are for you, Alexis. So let's go ahead and get started. It's a good one to see. Okay, so I feel like you're kind of freaking out. Okay, sorry. I feel like you're kind of freaking out because let's get real here for a second. There's definitely an energy going on here, and yes, in short, this person does have feelings for you. But I feel like you're worried about this because of some stuff you've been through with your family, okay? I've come from an extremely toxic family, and so it always made love really difficult for me. And like, whenever I would crush on someone or like start dating someone, I would freak out and like I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. And I was just like, do they like me? And I think what would happen is like it would trigger my fear of abandonment because I had some abandonment issues from like my narcissistic parents growing up. And so maybe you were neglected or treated like less than, or one of your parents was absent or addicted or just not present for you, or just, you know, no one's parents are perfect, and so there could be a little bit issues there. And by the way, don't feel weird about it because I have these issues. My husband has these issues. Everyone who's probably watching has these issues. You know, we've all been through it, and so this is what causes us to have a lot of anxiety and worry when it comes to love. So that's kind of a message for you. There's a message coming out telling you that there is a beautiful honeymoon period coming between you guys. And like the universe is trying to tell you, like, slow down and like chill because this person, like, you want to have the time and you want to have the energy to be able to appreciate this beautiful honeymoon period. No regrets, but I kind of look back to when I first started dating my husband, and I remember I spent the whole time freaking out about it, overanalyzing it, looking into the text messages, asking my friends, do you think he likes me? He didn't call me for a week, and I freaked out, and it turns out he just was like busy playing video games or something. And okay, so my phone seemed to kind of stop for a second. Sorry about that. I mean, sometimes it does affect my phone, so sorry. But I noticed it. I didn't say anything while the phone stopped. So, anyways, what I was saying is this person does have feelings for you. There's a reconciliation. They're gonna come back and they're gonna pursue you. I just think that allow this to flow naturally. They're saying, let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. Enjoy this beautiful honeymoon period that's going to be happening between you guys because it's going to be one of the best times of this relationship, perhaps of your life. This person is going to come back and is going to express their feelings to you and is going to make a romantic gesture. This is someone that is really safe for you to like open your heart to. And very soon they're going to be moving forward and pursuing you. And I feel like they've been flirting with you. And so you've been wondering, like, what's going on with this? And like, you're just wondering, are they just flirting? Are they just bored? Or like, they legit, are they into me? And the answer is yes, they're into you. And try not to worry about it. Realize you might have abandonment issues like I do, like a lot of us do. And so it causes you to like freak out and like overanalyze things in love. But just be present and be conscious when you're doing that and remind yourself, like, you know what? You're hot shit. You're worth it. This person is going to pursue you. You don't need to do anything. They're just going to come to you, and you just get to be open to receive love. Tell yourself, affirm to yourself, I'm a catch. I'm worth it. I'm worthy. I am damn beautiful. And this person is lucky to have me. There's nothing wrong with that. And don't be afraid to flirt, just keep extending your lighthearted energy to them. Don't push it. When you connect with this person, do it out of love for yourself, do it out of respect for yourself, do it to have fun and to enjoy yourself, and don't feel like you have to push or prove anything to this person. They what a catch you are. They definitely have feelings for you and want to express that to you. There's going to be a little bit of dating you guys are going to be going on, and then you're going to reconnect. And so maybe because of the holidays you feel like this connection is kind of fizzled out, but that's really normal. A lot of people have family obligations. If this person's working in retail or working in a job that, like, some jobs really pick up around the holidays and like you don't have much free time. And so, just kind of like be open. And I feel like you guys will probably spend New Year's together, or you'll see them on New Year's, or this is going to solidify really fast. It says very soon. So yeah, this person has feelings for you, definitely. And just stand in your power and don't push this. Just keep flirting with them and know you've got this in the bag and you're worthy, you're deserving. And yeah, let's pull a clarifier. Do they have feelings for you? Yeah, we were talking about, just respecting yourself and knowing you've got it going on. Yep. Calling in your soulmate. Your fear is that they are not attracted to you or that they don't see chemistry with you. But the truth is, this is the universe answering your prayers. This person's answer to your prayers. You've been wanting to connect in love, and I feel like they're going to make a move on you pretty soon. So yeah, within the next couple months, they'll be making a move on you. This makes me think it could be sooner because this says enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Maybe you're going to be spending time around the holidays. If you guys have kind of been a little out of touch, they're going to be coming back. You will be reconciling with them. So yeah, I'm feeling some good vibes here. Thank you so much for your support and for donating to my cause. And I hope that this resonates with you. They are attracted to you. I don't know, I keep feeling like you need some reassurance. They are attracted to you. Remember, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So when you're not around them, you're going to be tempted to worry about it, to think about it, to like, oh, what if they don't like me? Or they haven't texted me in a whole day. Just chill about it, have fun. Know that you're beautiful, you're worthy, you're a catch. They do have romantic feelings for you. There's chemistry here. Okay, that's it. Who's next? Okay, so Anna is next. Are all the spots filled?
Just check, which there's some going. It says it's still one spot.
Okay. We're getting the next question, you guys. There's just a couple more people I have to do readings for, so if you're waiting, you don't have to wait very long. There's still one spot left, by the way, if anyone's interested. There's one spot left. That's it. So if you want to get that last spot, send 1111 plus your question to paypal.me/rainbowharmony. Sarah Kerr says, I don't know why I'm so nervous. Every time I see my psychic or like I Skype my psychic, I start shaking and like my stomach does like flip-flops and I'm like so nervous. I don't know. I think it's just because you're going to be getting like an energy reading. It's like, someone's about to tap in your energy. And so it's kind of like, woo, your energy's like kind of all wonky, but grab a crystal or something or take some deep breaths. I don't bite. It's only love and light that's coming out over here.
What do I do now? I don't know what I'm doing, where I'm going. Kind of feel depressed.
Who is this? Okay, Anna, your question is like me last week. Every once in a while, I just like will randomly break down in tears and just be like, I don't know what's happening with my life. And it's just like this, I call it like an existential crisis. So it kind of sounds like that's what you're having. You're just like, you're kind of depressed. You don't know where you're going. You don't know what's up. And so let's just pull some cards to help you get some clarity. And this is the perfect time to get a reading. In times when I feel like that, luckily I live with a psychic, so my husband will pull cards for me, or I'll do a pick a card reading, or I'll hit up one of my psychics. And yeah, I really thank you for trusting me and coming to me during this time. It's nice to have, someone just like speak truth into your life. And that's what I'm hoping I can do here today, is just kind of lift you up and like point you on the right path. So some really good stuff coming out in your cards. Okay, so I see what's going on here. So we're kind of talking about mommy daddy issues again, a little bit. This is reminding you that it's the holidays right now. And a lot of people have kind of anxiety or like seasonal depression around this time. And here's why. If you have anybody in your family that is harsh or toxic or a little abusive or kind of negative or like a downer, or a complainer type person or an addict, this is the time when people like that get very triggered, okay? Because around the holidays, you're usually connecting with family and old friends. People are asking you what's going on in your life and, oh, how's school and how's work and how's your life? And it's like there's a lot of pressure. Sometimes there's drama. In my family growing up, there was always drama on the holidays. Like it's some people, the holidays are great and are fun and it's everyone's getting presents and everyone's happy, but not always. Sometimes it's kind of mayhem. And so that might be why you're feeling like the other shoe's gonna drop or feeling kind of nervous and depressed because there's also if anybody has passed in your family or in your life or any friends or anybody's deceased or crossed over to the other side, this is a time of year that can kind of remind you of that and like realize like that there's an empty spot at the table, that there's this presence missing. I mean, I tend to think a lot about my dog that died this time of year. So there's like cellular memories that are triggered, okay? Also, generally this time of year, we're depressed because we're very in tune with the seasons. And so if you look outside, I've said this a couple times in recent readings, if you look outside, you're gonna see the trees have like shed their leaves. They're looking kind of spindly. Nothing's really blossoming, blooming, or growing right now. It's kind of frozen. It's kind of stagnant. Resources and finances might be lower than usual. The squirrels usually store up all their nuts and all their food and get ready for this time of year. If you didn't really store anything up, it can be difficult. So you're spending Christmas all alone for the first time. You feel bad about it. Well, I'm spending Christmas alone too. This is going to be my third year spending Christmas alone. And I know how you feel. It's really hard. I might go live on Christmas. I might be traveling that day. I'm not sure. But if I can, I'll just go live and do free readings if anybody's alone. And just make them like fun, uplifting messages and stuff. We don't have to go that deep on Christmas. But yeah, I mean, it can be hard, but the fact that you're spending Christmas alone probably means you're not going to be surrounded by like toxic people or like, drama, which is really good. So I see Christmas going well for you and you just feeling relaxed and feeling strong. Just, tuck yourself in and, make yourself some hot chocolate or something and get some, cook your favorite meal and watch a good movie and light a candle and maybe make it like a spa day. That's kind of what this is talking about. Take a bath, get a face mask. I don't know what it is about face masks, but like every time I'm having a panic attack, I just like put a face mask on and I just like chill and make some tea and it helps me feel better. Right, John? He's always like buying me face masks because they like help me. So yeah, pamper yourself that day. Do like a hot oil hair treatment, paint your nails, do a scrub on your body and put lotion on. Do a little like yoga workout that morning. Do like a self-care day. Those are just some tips for Christmas to like make it like a special day. And make new traditions. I have new traditions on Christmas where I always just go out in nature and I spend that day praying and, I always, this sounds weird, but my parents are Father Sky and Mother Earth. Those are my adopted parents. And I always pray to them on Christmas and just thank them and spend time out in nature by myself, hiking or just on the beach or wherever. And I try to see if there's any animals and like meditate and just, kind of just be in the moment. And so I feel you, the depression, they're saying like maybe there was a breakup and so it's difficult to be on your own. But I do see happiness and joy. I feel like it's going to be really triumphant for you to have a day on your own and to spend this time on your own and realize that you're okay. And remember that you're never alone. The universe always sends someone. So be open, because maybe you'll meet somebody then, or somebody new will come into your life shortly. Because this is talking about two people that are going to be coming into your life, like new friends. The universe can see your situation, and I always feel like the universe doesn't want anyone to be lonely. There's been times I've shut myself out completely from the world, and like somehow like the universe would like randomly drop kick someone into my life to like pull me out of it and like help me to like just like have fun and be in the moment again. So this is saying some of the depression comes from you feeling hesitant to face your fears. You got to ask yourself, like, what are you the most afraid of? And then you just need to dive straight into it with baby steps. I do feel a little bit of anxiety coming from you, a little bit of agoraphobia, like maybe being afraid to leave your house. So just start with little things like going to the grocery store. And if you feel anxiety, put your earphones in and listen to music while you're shopping. I feel like that's gonna help you. Maybe all the Christmas music and stuff is like super triggering. Like Christmas music is triggering for me. So I wear headphones when I go shopping and just kind of ignore the Christmas stuff, and I'm just like doing my thing, you know? And so they're saying, find ways to kind of get out more. And also they're saying creativity, get a creative project, whether it's just like, like an adult like mandala coloring book or something, or get some watercolor paints. I don't know if you've ever watercolored before, but I love to watercolor, case in point. And you don't even have to make something that looks like anything. This was an abstract painting that I made, and I just cut it up and like made cards out of it. So get like a project going, anything to get your creative juices flowing. That's what it's saying, is that you need to get your creativity flowing. That can cause you to be very depressed if you're an artist and you're not making your art. And I just saw your picture in like your little display. It's like a small circle next to your name. And I know I've done readings for you before, and I've seen like you're extremely artistic. And really my main message for you is to get to the craft store and just pick something where you can use your hands, and you're going to feel so much better. Like my husband, when he gets kind of depressed, like I'm always telling him like just make some art, like do something, like make some music or draw something, and he starts feeling so much better as soon as he's drawing. Same thing for me, doing these readings, being creative. This is what's keeping me going. Like Rainbow Harmony, I know I'm helping you guys, but like you guys allowing me this platform is like really helping me. I'd probably be depressed all the time if I wasn't like had something to put my energy into every day. And so create outlets for yourself, create opportunities for yourself. Also, one more thing I'm going to tell you is just welcome it. The depression and the feelings you're going through, it's okay to admit, like, I'm kind of depressed. I'll be honest with you, I've been sleeping like 12 or 13 hours every day. I tend to get really depressed myself this time of year, and this year I'm just allowing it. I'm like, all right, whatever, I'm depressed. I slept half the day. Whatever, like, it is what it is. Like, sometimes just giving into it helps you to kind of go through the transition and move through the process. Resistance makes stronger. I think the worst part about depression is when you feel like I shouldn't feel like this, I have to be happy. And like people around you sometimes will notice and they'll be like, why aren't you happy? And then it makes you more upset and you start feeling like something's wrong with yourself. And then you get anxiety because you can't stop being depressed. And then it's just like this big cycle. So just open up to it. It's okay to be depressed. The whole world's depressed right now. A lot of us are depressed. Like there's all this crap going down in the media, and there's like, always reasons to be depressed. The plants outside are blooming. It's cold. I don't know a lot of people that really want to get out of bed right now. So don't. Just chill and pamper and just allow you're going to feel so much better if you just let yourself be depressed. That's my message for you. Is on Christmas, yeah, you'll probably feel kind of down. So why not just pamper yourself? Why not just bundle up and do a little face mask and like get those little gloves for your hands where you can like put them in like the lotion gloves or whatever, and just go with it. If you're depressed, go with it. But the main thing is you need to be creating some kind of art, okay? Even if you're like, when I first started making art, I was so depressed. I just couldn't even paint. And so I took the paintbrush and I just flicked it. And it just, I don't know, it felt really good. It was like I was like getting energy out. And that's what you need to do. You need to like push some energy through your body artistically. And they're saying, don't worry, you're going to be fulfilled. Within 3 weeks, you'll be feeling better. I think as soon as the holidays are over, you're going to feel better and you're going to realize, oh, I just get really triggered around the holidays. And that's okay. A lot of us do. You know, we're getting psychically attacked by all of these advertisements. It's exhausting. You know, all the shops are blaring these music and there's all these buy this and buy that and like there's a sale and do, you know, it's intense. And so it's going to be what it is. So final message for you. There is new love coming in your life. You know, I think that's what's, your heart's been kind of broken. And so they're saying, you know, just be real with yourself. It's okay. You know, sometimes it takes a long time to get over a breakup. My last breakup took me like 2 years to get over. I feel like I'm over it now, but sometimes I still feel sad about it. And it was like 10 years ago. So, you know, we're humans. We have emotions. We're so sensitive and fragile. We're vulnerable. And I think the message here for you is that it's okay to be vulnerable. Listen to yourself, you know, and be there for yourself. Also follow the signs, because usually if you're depressed and you're feeling down, there's something that needs to change. Don't change it right away. You know, it's going to be a process, but through this time of introspection and like spending time down, it's going to give rise to a new desire. A new desire is coming up within you. Stay in tune with yourself, be there for yourself, be present with yourself, and you're going to figure out what this new desire is, and then you'll be able to move towards that and create changes and create a better situation for yourself. It's about accepting where you're at, being cool with where you're at, but also realizing what needs to change, and when you're ready, deciding like how you're going to go about that to take those little baby steps to create the change. So I hope all that resonates with you and registers with you. And yeah, we have a couple more people left. Do we still have that last spot open? Just wondering. I don't want to tell everybody spots are open when they aren't. Okay, so what does Corey want to know? I know what that is. Okay, so Corey wants to know. Corey, you're like, do I need another soul retrieval? Let's go ahead and pull some cards on that. I've done it. It's really intense. So before you go into it, you just want to make sure, like, do I need to do this again? If anybody's interested, I still have one more spot left. So message my assistant below if you want to know how to sign up, or you can just read this paper. So anyways, Corey, I'm going to explain this in depth to you, and I see information that's coming out on like what you're supposed to do, but I don't think you're supposed to do another soul retrieval. They're saying to rest and take a break from that, because you're actually kind of coming out of the cocoon right now and becoming the butterfly. You've done a lot of really deep healing. There was a lot of trauma in your life, and I really do feel like you're being initiated into being some type of artist or shaman or healer or something like that. I definitely feel the high vibes coming from you. And I think you want to know before you go out and before you serve and walk into your purpose and continue your purpose, because you've been living your purpose all along. You want to know, like, do I need to do this retrieval? And I think the answer here is no, because we're seeing the Four of Arrows and it's talking about resting, okay? So I think the issue here is that you trying to manifest more stability in your life. You went through this situation where like everything was taken from you, and like you just felt like the rug was pulled out from underneath you, almost like Job in the Bible. And I don't really mention the Bible a lot because sometimes it's triggering for people, but It kind of reminds me of Job in the Bible, like one of those kind of moments where you're just like, you got effed over. And so then you've gone through this healing process, you've done these soul retrievals, and you're frustrated because you feel like you're not exactly, you've been in a transition for a while towards these manifestations and towards manifesting this foundation, but you're not quite there yet. So you're wondering, is there something I've missed? Do I need to do another one? And the answer is no. You're already on the path to your destiny. You will see this phase to completion. They're just saying you need to be really, really patient because these herons here are talking about patience, and this is talking about many moon cycles that are going to go by. And so I think what you need to do now is really scan your life and think about the people in your life, the places, the situations around you, your routine, your habits, and be willing to get rid of anything that no longer serves you. I feel like there might be a toxic individual around you that's sucking your energy, and you might not be aware of who this is. Maybe you just naturally attract these people because you're a healer and you're an empath. I don't think you need to be afraid. I think whoever this is naturally going to leave your life. I do see a person that needs to be kind of, you need to distance yourself from. It could be someone in your family. It could be a friend or someone you grew up with, something like that. I feel like they're very close to you, but I feel like it's like creating space for you to be able to stand in your independence. I do see you manifesting a new home. I do see this. And they're also saying you're going on a new path. So as far as what you need to do as far as spiritual work, I do see clearing out your root chakra is going to help. The soul retrieval is part of the root chakra work, but I think now doing some cord cutting could really, really help you. I actually explained this to somebody a couple of readings back because they were wondering about their financial situation. And so I was talking about this really powerful root chakra clearing that actually helps with finances. So I'll just kind of let you know about it, and I'm actually going to be posting this meditation on my channel really soon, so make sure you subscribe and keep an eye out. Probably post it within the next week or two. I don't want to post it around Christmas because I just feel like it's a little too intense, but after Christmas I'll probably post it. So basically this meditation is where you lay down, you put on some waterfall sounds, and you imagine yourself like on the beach or in a field or in the forest, and then you imagine somebody from your life, somebody who like has hurt you or abused you, or like a parent, or an ex or an old friend or someone that you've had beef with. You're going to imagine them in front of you, and you're going to speak your truth to them. You're going to tell them how what they did affected you, like how upset you are, how it's affected your life. Just, you're going to get everything out. Everything you couldn't say to them in person, or anything you wish you could say to them, you're going to say it to them in meditation, not in real life. That would be kind of intense. In meditation. And then at the end of the meditation, when you get everything out and you speak your truth and you feel like you fully expressed yourself, then you're going to say something to the effect of, I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you, I love you, I am free and you are free. And you're going to imagine yourself cutting the energetic cords that go from you to them. So you're basically cutting energetic cords. And I think cord cutting is what you need to do next. I don't know about the soul retrieval. I feel like you've done a lot of hard work there, but cord cutting is what needs to happen next. And that's what this is talking about, like feeling entangled, feeling attachments, like letting go of that. And I do see like a marriage. Either if you're married to someone, that marriage is going to become strengthened, or if you're not married, perhaps you will become married. There's an opportunity for healing in a relationship. And then this is saying basically, once you do the cord cutting, this is where you're going to be. It says, because of the soul retrieval you've already done, you've made the leap and you've started a new cycle. Your instinctive spirit has felt it necessary to lead you to a gateway and to a new path. So you're on a transition to a new path, like you're very close. This says you may have been reluctant or concerned at first, but whether you realize it or not, a shift has occurred as a result of the soul retrieval you've already done. Sorry, I lost my place. But your inner self, your higher self, is going to guide you and reassure you as you greet this new experience. Trust your inner voice. Listen to your own inner nature. Your higher self is strong, patient, and wise. Let it lead you to this new path with new eyes and a joyful heart. So I hope that this reading resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support. And we're going to move on to the last couple people. So submissions are closed, right? Okay. Submissions are now closed, but I will be going live again tomorrow if anybody's interested in coming back or if anybody missed out.
Next is Sarah O.
Okay, so Sarah O is next.
2019. What should it work on? Or what should it focus on?
Okay, so 2019, what should you work on? What should you focus on? Let's go ahead and pull some cards for you about 2019 for Sarah O. Just give me a second, Sarah. I want to make sure that I'm pulling a really good spread for you and that it's thorough. Okay, so I'm going to start here with the Princess of Pentacles. So, what I'm seeing for you, Sarah, on what to focus on in 2019. They're saying in 2019, you're going to be at this time where you're really going to be learning how to trust your instincts. So, this is saying that you need to act like someone who is involved in communication, practical information. There's a new business idea that's going to come to you in 2019, or perhaps has already come to you, and you need to consider moving forward with this. So that's like the biggest thing. They're saying take notes and make lists. Trust in your natural instincts. A new business idea is near. So maybe you already know what it is, maybe you don't, but that's going to be the biggest thing for you in 2019 is realizing what this business idea is and moving forward with it. There's going to be the completion of something in 2019. I wouldn't expect for this business to be completely off the ground and really, completely thriving by the end of 2019, but I feel like you might have your business plan written, or maybe you'll get your business license, or maybe you'll be able to take this concept to the next level. And so they're saying keep on with your business ideas, or be open to one. Be open that you could start a business if you haven't done so already. Then they're also saying forgiveness. Somebody backstabbed you in 2018. It could have also, I don't know why I'm feeling a connection with your mother or with a woman. If your mother has passed over, she might be coming through right now to just, to tell you she's sorry and she couldn't have been there for you in a better way. I feel like this is saying like to forgive, and this might mean like not carrying this heavy energy around with you anymore. So there's kind of like a guilt or a feeling of betrayal surrounding a connection with a specific woman. It could be your mother or a mother figure. I feel like whoever comes to your mind when you're seeing this card and when I'm speaking about this is who we're talking about here. And they're saying you need to focus on that in 2019 to forgive, because it's been taking up a lot of your thought space, and a lot of anger and sadness and regret is around that energy. And, this is a process. You've been going through the process. Don't feel bad that you have had this energy or this has happened or that you've been having issues with this. It takes time, if you've been hurt or you've lost someone. But this is going to be a year in 2019 where you can really move towards this forgiveness. And this is saying that Remember, forgiveness is not about letting it go or pretending like it never happened. Doesn't mean whoever did whatever to you wasn't, was right. It just means you don't carry this around with you every day. You don't let it define you. So when you were little, there were some problems with you and your mom, and it comes up sometimes. Last night it came up, and I'm like, why am I still thinking about this? It's from my childhood. Don't worry, I think about my childhood all the time, and I still cry about it. And my husband and I, like, he'll just randomly start talking about it and be like, this is the pain is so real. And sometimes it comes up in our adult lives because when we're little, we're in survival mode. And so we're just like trying to get through life. And then you kind of grow up, you get space from your parents or they pass away or whatever. And then your brain actually feels, your amygdala feels like it's safe to release this information. So all of a sudden you get these flashbacks and you get these memories and you're just like, whoa. This actually sometimes happens to survivors of abuse, or Lady Gaga was even talking about survivors of sexual abuse, about how, that's why people don't report always, because you're in survival mode. Your brain doesn't really let you like realize what's happened until sometimes years and years later. So anyways, even just having issues with your parent or, yeah, I saw that. Even just having issues with your parent and stuff or fighting, like sometimes you won't remember that till later. And so, yeah, I see that energy. And so I think 2019 is gonna, maybe that's why I tapped into this, because you were just thinking about this last night. And so, forgiveness will help. And that meditation I just told the last person about, that whole like, I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you, I love you meditation, you might want to try that with your mom. You can actually, if you like to write, because I feel like you like to write more, so you could get a piece of notebook paper and you can, or a couple pieces, or like a whole notebook, depending on what you have to say, and basically write a letter to your mom and tell her exactly how you feel, tell her what you remember, tell her how it made you feel, and you don't have to feel guilty, just write it, don't send the letter. Take the letter and burn it, you just go outside in your backyard and just burn it. Be careful, be safe, don't start a forest fire. If you don't have a smoke detector in your house, you can just burn it in the sink, and then put some water on it and let it go. That will really help you. And repeat that exercise as many times as you need. Some people do better just in meditation doing that and doing the cord cutting. People who like to write do better writing the letter and burning it. And I've done this so many times for my connection with my own mom, or my lack of connection with my own mom. So I've done this, and it's a process. And this really heals your inner child, and it really helps you to like reparent yourself and like to give yourself that love that you feel like was lacking from that connection. And so I feel like that's a message for you, and try it out. It's really hard. No one wants to do the hard work when it comes to like actually confronting those intense emotions of abandonment or oh my god, sorry, I don't know what that was. A dish like fell. That was weird. Sorry. Nobody wants to feel that intense like emotion, but here's the thing that actually helps. If you do that meditation or you do that writing exercise, you actually will get money because it clears out your root chakra. So get paid to clear your trauma. That's awesome, right? You're clearing space to be open to receive more. And sometimes it's these very issues that are holding us from moving back, or from feeling confident in ourselves, or from feeling like whole and feeling that self-love. So anyways, I'm going to move on, but that is coming up for you. I also feel like there's kind of destiny, really positive energy coming through in your love life, because I see like this infinity card that's talking about a twin flame connection. I'm seeing something about a delay. If you're married to someone or you're in a relationship, maybe you've been through kind of a bump in the road, but I see the relationship getting repaired and doing really well and like a great connection. If for some reason you're single, I kind of feel more like this single energy around you. And this is saying that there's somebody coming in. There's a delay on it. It might not be right away. Yeah, there's somebody coming in. And it might not be right away, but there's definitely a twin flame connection coming in 2019. And I feel like you've really been wanting this to come together. I mean, some people really love being single. That's cool. But, a lot of times we want to connect with someone in love. It's one of the most beautiful parts of being alive. I can't blame you if you want to have a love connection. You've been kind of hesitant because you're just like, I don't know if this is going to come together. But they're saying be open to love this year. Put yourself out there. Go on dates because there's somebody coming in. There's definitely someone coming in. And I feel like this could be the person that you marry. So let's go ahead and pull you some more cards about this. They're saying it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And maybe cutting cords with your mom and doing that little exercise is going to help you be open to receive love. Look at this. True love, past life relationship in 2019. Someone is coming in, girl. And so I'm very excited for you. This might be the one you marry because this is the marriage card. And this is somebody you've known from a past life. And so when you meet them, it's going to feel very natural. I mean, you guys will fall head over heels for each other. It's going to be like that. This card is talking about like the love at first sight kind of connection. And so, yeah, true love coming in. This is the romance of a lifetime. So definitely this year, something's coming in love. I don't really feel like there's anything you need to do. I just feel like that came up because they want you to know, like, this is the year, like, your destiny is coming, and beautiful message. They're also saying the first couple months of 2019, just rest, because you might be frustrated because it's like a new year and you want to make shit happen, but you're gonna not be feeling like as energized, and I don't think a lot of people are, because the energy from 2018 kind of continues into the first 6 months of 2019. It's not gonna be until like May, June, July that we really start to feel like we're making stuff happen. So the first couple months, just plan. Remember we were talking about some new business idea? You can start thinking about that and thinking about like what the name is and like how you're gonna brand it and like what it's gonna be and like what kind of service or product you want to offer, and just let it have an organic growth. Rome wasn't built in a day. I see you being a lot happier in 2019, and it's because you're feeling more creative. So keep your creativity as a priority in your life. And there's delays on this person coming in true love. I don't see them coming in until probably towards the end of the year. Yeah, here's your Prince of Swords coming in 7 months. So, I feel like you need to establish your career and your business first, and like you kind of work on that and you're hitting the ground running on it, and then this person comes in. So as far as what you need to focus on this year, just to kind of take it back, focus on this business idea, focus on cutting cords with your mom, and I don't feel like there's anything you can do in person. I think you're just gonna have to realize that connection is what it is. And I feel like you can write the letters, don't give them to her, burn them, do the meditation, and really just try to come to peace and realize she's on her own path. Batter her path, move on. Like, she's on her own path. You might just have to kind of just realize when you hang around her, she's going to have her own vibe. She's going to have her own energy. It's not a reflection of you or the amazing person you are. She might see you in a certain way, but that's a reflection of her, what's inside of her. You can live an amazing life. You can come up with this business idea. I wouldn't tell people about this business. I would just go for it. I would just do it. Don't look for anyone's approval. Have fun. I see your relationship with your mom actually getting better as a result of this energetic work you're going to do behind the scenes. It is going to have an effect. I see this person coming in. I see you working on your branding, doing a lot of resting. I think 2020, you're really going to hit the ground running with this business. 2019 is just going to be a planning year for you. So I just posted a message to, I don't know if you watched it. I posted a pick a card reading like a couple hours ago called What is Your Theme for 2019? And I would recommend that you do that pick a card reading. There's 18 options you can choose from. Pick one card or pick a couple, and I think that will be a good follow-up to this reading I just did for you to see like what your theme is for 2019. So I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support and for supporting my cause, and I will see you later. So John, how many people do we have left? Okay, so there's 4 people left, and who's next?
Carolina's too.
Oh, hi Carolina, it's Carolina. What's up, girl? What is her question?
Not anything my spirit guide wants me to know.
Okay, so Carolina, anything your spirit guide wants you to know. I'm definitely going to pull messages for you from your spirit guides. Thank you again for your support. And I'm being guided to pull cards for you from the love deck. I will also pull cards from my other decks, but the love deck wants to talk. It just lit up and I was like, okay, I guess we're going there. So let's go ahead and pull the love deck for you. Okay, so it's funny because we're getting a message similar to what we got last time. I vaguely remember your message from last time, and we did get the flirt card. And so it's coming up again. They're saying you need a boost in this area of your life. Flirt, 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 girl. Lighthearted energy to others. And don't be afraid to connect with someone and have fun, have some passion. They're saying you are probably going to be connecting with someone soon in the next couple weeks. Within the next 6 to 7 weeks. There could be somebody new coming in. I don't know if this is someone who you're going to end up in a long-term relationship with. I really think it's just about being in the moment. And I feel like that's kind of the lesson that you're learning right now, is to realize like every connection you have, everyone you connect with in love, like there's always a blessing and there's always a lesson with each person. And sometimes you can't always know the future. I mean, even if you can hit up a psychic and look into the cards, allow the mystery to unfold. That's kind of your message for the next couple weeks. I feel like this person is going to serve a really specific purpose in your life. Like they're going to teach you something. I feel like the reason why you guys don't end up in a relationship is because there's a lot going down in their life right now. And so I feel like it's a fling, but it's going to be, I don't know if it's someone you're going to really fall in love with, but I feel like it's going to be someone that's going to bring some new energy in your life. And I do feel like they're a soulmate. So they're saying your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Be open, because I feel like this person might not be your type, but you just get this feeling like you have to connect with them, you have to hang out with them, like you think you can't get them out of your mind kind of person. And it's somebody new, okay? This is somebody new coming in the next 6 weeks. So maybe you already know who this is. Maybe you just met somebody new, or someone's been like trying to DM you. I have a feeling like you might meet them. I feel like you know them through people mutually, but like the way that you guys connect is like through the DMs or something, or social media or something like that. I do get a sense that you know of them, like they're like hang out in your group or in your extended group of friends. So it's somebody that you kind of already know, or you know of them. Yeah, you guys are gonna meet up and like start talking, and you might just start texting first. And there's a lot of playfulness there. Like you guys are having fun, like you're going out, and it just kind of takes off. And I feel like there might be, maybe they're on break from college and they have to go back home or something like that. Because I have a feeling like they're going to be in your life and for a short period of time, and then you guys kind of go your separate ways. But I don't know why I'm getting this information, because usually like I don't want to tell people if it's a relationship that doesn't last long, because usually I want to tell people, I'll leave that out and just be like, someone new's coming in. But for some reason it's like they want you to know that it might not last. It's just open your heart and enjoy the experience anyways, because it's like you're in a transition right now. You're probably going to be moving somewhere. We pulled this in your cards before. You're in a transition, and so is this person. And so it's like you guys kind of help each other through this transition. You're always going to look back and see like the beautiful role they've played in your life. And once again, this is somebody new, okay? You might not have met before, you haven't really connected yet. So next, I'm also seeing you're feeling a little insecure lately about your passions. Maybe this has to do with the modeling and stuff. But they're saying get out there and work it. And I don't know why, but I'm seeing this image of like Barbara Palvin. I don't know if you know who that model is, But she's amazing. And the thing I love about her is that she just like walked Victoria's Secret and everything, but she doesn't look like a typical Victoria's Secret model. She's not super tall and like insanely thin. Like she's, you know, got some junk in the trunk and stuff. And like she just kind of rocks her body. And like I just feel like you kind of remind me of Barbara Palvin in a way. And I feel like that's kind of like the kind of model you can be. And I feel like this has a lot to do with your body. Maybe you're feeling self-conscious. Maybe you had a lot of cookies lately because it's the holidays. But I'm seeing this message like, don't worry, you can bounce back. And also, like, thick is kind of in right now. And so just rock what you got and own what you have. And you have no idea how many women out there you're going to inspire just by like flaunting yourself and doing your thing. And so I feel like there's this message for you about continuing this path and like, you know, reaching out to more photographers and like maybe even traveling a little bit, a couple hours away to go to another city to meet with a better photographer. I'm just seeing like keep modeling and keep looking for opportunities because that's your gift, you know? And this is talking about meeting a group of people that you can continuously shoot with. I feel like you're going to meet one photographer this year in 2019 who has like a team, like a makeup artist, maybe even a stylist, and they really like working with you. And so you guys do like a couple shoots together. You might have to be the one to DM them. So I feel like you need to spend a couple hours chilling and like I just did this the other day. I'm going, as you know, I'm using the money from the proceeds from this to actually help sustainable designers in Tbilisi. So I spent the other day, I went hashtag Tbilisi photographers, and I was scrolling through all of the pictures and just finding pictures I liked and finding accounts and like lurking people. And then I just DM'd them and I was like, hey, like I'm coming here in a couple weeks. I'd like to meet up. I have some designers want to work with. Like, can you help? And I found a bunch of people who are willing to like shoot for free and like help support the cause. And so it's pretty cool. Like you'd be surprised. Like just use the hashtags and just go for it. And you know, sometimes people will be willing to come to you too. So you could even ask, are you willing to come here or drive here or like meet me in the middle? And then, you know, when you're meeting people off the internet, photographers and stuff, always, you know, do it in a public place or a coffee shop or Skype them first or like bring a parent or something. Like you want to be safe, you know? But I feel like that's kind of the next step for you is like to really get out there and hustle. And there's a lot of people where you live. I'm not going to give away your location or anything, but there's a lot of people where you live who do this, who do fashion, and there's like a big scene. And you know, you might need to go down to the major city and spend a week or two there. Maybe that's what you can do is like work and save up money and just like get a place for 2 weeks and just you know, hit up some agencies and just let me know if you need help. If like seriously, like I can help get you signed in the major city where you're living. I almost said it. I don't want to give away your location, but I can help get you signed. I know agencies. I know people down there. I think it's ready. It's time for you to take this to the next level and be professional. I think 2019 for you is going to be the start of your professional career in this. You're so ready. There's nothing wrong. Like you're probably just insecure because the industry like makes you like that. But like if you could see yourself through my eyes or someone else's eyes, you would know you've got everything you need to do this. And you're so ready. There's nothing holding you back. It's not too late. You're not too old. You're not too fat. You're not too short. You need to do this. It's time for you to get your foundation good, you know, so you can be creative and you can do your passion. It's like you feel like lately you've just been going around in circles and circles, like you can't get through this door. And this door is, you know, the success, a contract, you know, landing these jobs. I see a lot of travel in your future. I even see you in the future when you get older, like helping other girls do this and like training other people, and you're going to meet so many friends. It's not just the job and you doing the modeling and you traveling. It's going to be fun. It's going to be the friends that you meet along the way. Right now you're just a little bit distracted because of this, the heartbreak that you experienced recently. it just took over everything. But empower yourself. There's always going to be different, I don't want to make this sound weird, but there's always going to be people coming in and out of your life romantically. Sometimes, you end up in a relationship or you get married, but you get to this point where you realize, like, I've got to find a way to do me and to thrive and to stay balanced no matter who's coming in and out of my life. You don't want these people to, like, take away your opportunities, if that makes sense. Like, no matter what's happening, obviously when you go through something emotional, you need to kind of take a couple weeks and chill and heal, but get back up, empower yourself, balance yourself out, and slay your goals, girl. You have such a bright future. You are this creative goddess, and you're meant to do this. And I really believe in you, and I think you got to do the research and you've got to knock on those doors, okay? So I really believe in you. 2019 is going to be the year that you get your break. And you're so close, and you're receiving validation from the universe that you're on the right path. Fulfillment is coming. So you got to get your way to a city, even if it's just the closest one to you that has the agencies and the fashion week and stuff. And, we talked about LA for you. We even talked about you moving back to the place you're from, but I think trust yourself. There's definitely somewhere you're supposed to be going. That needs to be your focus. And this person's going to come in your life and kind of lighten the mood a little bit for you. And so be open. You're learning a lot. You're already so successful. You've already had some opportunities, and don't let go of your dreams. They're not over. I feel like you, for some reason, think it's too late, and no, it's only the beginning. It is only the beginning. The angels are watching over you. You're still learning in this process, but you're becoming a master in this area. So find a way to practice more your craft. And they're saying believe in yourself and your exciting future. It's going to be so amazing. Yeah, I definitely see you having a very fortunate, future. So I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support. Oh, and happy holidays. So who is next?
Sasha.
All right, Sasha.
Can you tell me anything about my spirit guides and have any messages for me?
Okay, so can I tell you anything about your spirit guides? And do they have any messages for you? Do you mind if I use your animal deck? Please? Can I just draw one card? Okay, I'm going to be using John's animal deck to pull, like, what spirit guide is around you, because I do feel like an animal energy. You have many spirit guides, but we're just going to try to tap into one specific spirit guide today and get a message from them. I see the book too. And this is a big deal because John doesn't usually let me use his deck, because I always do this to all my decks and, like, ruin them. And his deck is, like, perfect. So, okay. Message from your spirit guide, and also, like, what is your predominant spirit guide right now? You do have an animal spirit guide, and we're going to tap into the energy of who that is. I'm just going to take this one. Oh, you got the snake. You know what's really funny? I asked John what my theme was for 2019, and he pulled the snake card for me. So I'm aligning with the snake right now too. So the snake energy is definitely about transformation, because the snake, like, sheds its skin. And so this is an energy that's around you right now, the snake, okay? So it's like shedding your skin, transformation. And also, we've been talking about how in numerology, the number 9 from, the year 2019 has to do with endings and beginnings. And so this is definitely the energy that's around you. And I feel like this energy is going to stay with you for all of 2019. So the snake is about transmutation. It's talking about the life, death, and rebirth cycle. It's the energy of wholeness. And it's talking about experiencing everything that's happening in your life right now without resistance. So, whatever's happening, whether quote unquote good or bad, just welcome it, allow it, know that it's for your highest good. That is the message here with the snake. This is also a message that, it's time for you to bring energy and passion and desire into your life to create something new. And you see like these eggs here with the snake, it's kind of a message to create something new. I also find it really interesting that we see like a hawk feather here because that's a sign of opportunity. And then we also see the starfish. And the message from the starfish is doing things in your own way, no matter how unique or how strange, is always the best path for you. On my path, I've always felt kind of weird. I've always felt kind of different. I always dress differently from other people. Not lately. I kind of just like to wear sweats and like but I've always just been kind of different. And when I went to choose a job, like I decided to teach swim lessons, when a lot of my other friends were going to college. And I decided to do fashion and fashion design and go to the city and do makeup and art and stuff like that and painting. And then I started doing tarot. And so, like, that's what's worked best for me. Every time I try to just follow the crowd or do what other people are doing, I tried to go to college so many times and it just like wasn't right for me. And so, you know, I keep realizing, I'm just on a really different path, kind of a strange path, and it's working for me. And so I'm just going to keep going with it. And I feel like that's the message here for you is like, keep going with what's working for you and don't look for validation or permission or approval outside of yourself. Trust like whatever the universe is responding to, whatever's moving forward in your life, follow that. That is the message with the snake as well. So this is saying that, you have a desire to take your situation and move forward and use your magic to create something new in your life. So this is about time to create something new, time to become the master creator of your life. This is about transmutation. So this means taking the worst and making it into the best. This is basically when life hands you lemons, make lemonade. So this is saying that your ability to change lately, you've been having like these fears, like you don't know if it's time for you to change. Like you've been stuck in an old pattern, maybe you've been feeling kind of stuck in a rut. So it's time for you to shed your skin. It's time for you to shed the illusion that things will get better one day and make that day to day and start creating the life that you really want to have now. This is saying it's time for you to dance freely, feel snake's rhythm, transmute these forces, and take your power back. So let's go ahead and see if there's any more messages that want to come through from your spirit guide, the snake. It's saying you're on a journey to finding your purpose. And remember, it's not always about the destination, it's about the journey. I think life is about finding your purpose. I think you find bits and pieces of the puzzle and you use that to kind of weave your reality and to weave your destiny. There's always going to be certain aspects that are unfulfilled. There's always going to be things you don't know completely. You don't have to have all the answers to move forward. So they're saying, first you take action, then the money comes. First you take action, then the support comes. First you take action, then the answer comes. You take one step, the next step comes to you. That's the message with the snake here. So they're saying the snake energy is here to motivate you, to rejuvenate you, to have a new beginning, to shed that old skin, become something new, to kind of rebrand yourself, to revitalize yourself, to start over, to have a new beginning. This is the winds of change. So this card means like the winds of change are around you. Embrace change. You're creating change by moving forward to your inspiration, by creating opportunities for yourself, extraordinary opportunities. So I hope that this resonates with you. Definitely Google more and research more about the snake. One of my favorite websites is spiritanimals.com. John, do you want to, can you research, can you look up the spirit animals snake, spirit-animals.com snake and drop that link below? Um, John's going to drop a link below to my favorite website that has more information about the snake spirit animal. And in the box at the top on this website, there's like a specific message that has been generated for you from the snake, which is really cool. And so you'll get more messages from this totem. So, yeah. Thank you, John, for letting me use your cards. This is a big moment, you guys. I love this deck and John never lets me use it. This used to be John's deck and then I just like took it over and now it's like kind of, you know, mashed up a little bit. But I love it so much. I love this deck. I'm going to order a new one and I might do a giveaway on this deck just because it has a lot of positive energy in it. And I always feel like don't ever throw a deck away even if it's falling apart, like give it to somebody else. So there's the link below. It says, click on it. It says Rainbow Harmony and you can click on it and it's spiritanimals.com and it's like the snake. So click on that and that's like another message for you. I love this website, by the way. Check it out. So yeah, check it out, Sasha. Right above where you just texted, there's the link for the snake. So yeah.
Next person.
Yeah, next person.
Valentine.
Valentine or Valentina?
Valentine.
Valentine. Oh my god, I love that name. So.
Has to do with life purpose.
Okay.
And I'm wondering what to do. They're currently studying pharmacy.
Oh.
I just want to know.
Okay, so you're currently studying pharmacy and you're wondering about your life purpose. So, yeah, I already immediately got the answer that this career is going to get you into a really well-paying job with really steady hours. And I feel like you're going to be able to do anything from there. It's like you can stay in that career and just live a happy life and, you know, have children or whatever. You can do that whole thing, or if you have something really creative you want to do, or if you want to launch another business, I mean, you can really do anything. And I feel like you've been guided to do pharmacy to help you get that foundation and that stability. And also because you're interested in healing, you're interested in medicine. Every time I ever go to my pharmacy, I always notice all the workers seem really happy and really chill. This is just a word, I'm getting a lot of downloads for you. I'd be really careful working somewhere like a Walgreens or something like that. Try to work at like a smaller pharmacy or like a family-run place, or I'm just seeing a message about that. So we're gonna pull your talents and gifts now. Okay, so I do know that finding your purpose is kind of like peeling layers from an onion. You get little pieces of the puzzle as you go along. And life really is about like finding your purpose. Ultimately, your purpose really is just about being yourself, being here, being the witness, just being in the moment, okay? But if we're talking more about like your career, your life path, or like what you want to dedicate your time to here on this planet, like what's going to fulfill you, I do see a lot of messages that you're very artistic and you're very gifted. You might notice over here I pulled this card that says self-employed, freelance, entrepreneurs. And so this is saying that while you're doing this pharmacy job and like you're getting like a good paycheck and like you're doing well with that, nights and weekends when you're not working, that is your time to work towards your own heart-based service or product. I do kind of see a message that you might be creating a product, okay? something about maybe like designing decorative objects. Maybe you want to have a clothing line or a footwear design, or perhaps design linens, or do some kind of needlework or knitting or quilting or embroidery, or tablecloths, curtains, tailoring, weaving, upcycling vintage clothing. Maybe even having like a vintage clothing site or something. So I see something about that, like you having like your own shop. It could be an online shop, or it could be like you walk into the store. I don't know if you've ever had a dream like I want to have my own shop or something, but there I see a shop. I don't know what's going on with that, but I see some kind of shop, and I feel like working in the pharmacy is going to start making you think like, I do like serving people, I do like being behind this counter, I do like helping others and assisting others, but there's some kind of project. I also feel like you're really good at curating things. Like you might be buying and curating like things and to sell to put in your shop. And so I feel like this is something that you want to think about. I do see you being some kind of business owner, having a shop. It could have to do with clothing or like decorative items. If that doesn't resonate with you, if you're just like, I don't really care about that kind of stuff, just think about the idea of the shop or like an online shop, and know that the pieces of this puzzle will come together over time. For me, I didn't start reading tarot until like a couple years ago. I had been counseling and helping people my whole life. I've been a physical therapist. I was a teacher for many years, and so like I've had that experience. But it wasn't until like I went through this traumatic experience and like went through this abuse, and then I like got therapy for it and went through this healing process and had my spiritual awakening, that I realized that I had this love for the tarot, and that this whole like new business of mine started. And when I started it, I didn't even know I was starting a business. I was just having fun. And so that's kind of where you should start, is start with what's fun for you, start with what's natural, start expressing yourself artistically. um, start, decorating. If you like to decorate, or you like to have it, you want to have a shop, or you like clothing, just start curating your own wardrobe. Just start, spend time shopping and going into other shops and just like seeing what you like, and like make a vision board and start putting that all together. I feel like you want this to grow organically, and you want this to be like a really kind of slow process. But yeah, I do kind of feel like that is your purpose, is eventually to be self-employed and like be an entrepreneur. I see an online shop, but I also see like a shop in person. And I think the funding is gonna come through your pharmacy work. And so I think you're exactly on the right path. And it's funny because I also see this card talking about kind of like psychology and biology and like science and stuff. So you've been taking a lot of classes like that. And who knows, maybe your shop is going to be more about holistic medicine, or like selling tinctures, or it could be like a health shop or something. Maybe you have a passion with health, and this is going to help you have a background in that. I also see that you have the spiritual gift of claircognizance. So you have the ability to know things without logic or facts. You have really strong inner knowing, just strong feelings and intuitive thoughts that just pop into your head. You have leadership qualities. You'll probably end up moving up pretty fast in your line of work. And this is reminding you to trust your inner knowing. I think part of you knows that you're not going to be doing the pharmacy thing forever, but it's just like you want to have a stable job for now. And this is going to be what gets you there, you know? Nights and weekends, you're going to be working towards this. You also have the ability to recognize and see signs and omens, and you can also translate them. You have a really strong connection with nature. So I would recommend spending time out in nature, and ask, ask the woods, ask nature, like, what is my purpose? What is my next step? Also, John, could you drop a link to my advice from your spirit guide meditation down below? John's going to drop a link below, and it's a meditation where you basically you go down in meditation, and you get to meet with your spirit guide, and you get to ask your spirit guide any question you want. I would recommend asking your spirit guide, like, what is my purpose, or like, what is this shop that I'm supposed to have? And remember, the answers are inside of you. If it's not revealed yet, it might not like really be meant to be. but I think you can get some answers in this meditation. That's how I figured out that I was supposed to start Rainbow Harmony. I did a meditation similar to this, and I got the name of Rainbow Harmony, and I was just like, okay. And so it was like another piece to the puzzle. So there it is. I just posted it. It's a link to my meditation. It's really short. It's just like 15 minutes long. And go down in that meditation and ask for more clues about what your purpose is. And I think you're going to receive some answers. Hopefully this helped give you some more pieces of the puzzle. And I want to thank you so much for your support and for contributing to my cause. I'll see you later. Happy holidays. So who's next?
Michelle?
We have 2 more people?
No, this is the last one.
All right, Michelle, you are the last person. To everybody else who's watching, I'm sorry you weren't able to get a spot, but I am going to go live again tomorrow. I'm doing a marathon reading to raise finances to help support sustainable fashion in Tbilisi, and I'm going to be doing this tomorrow and also Sunday. So I'm going to be hanging out with you guys a lot, and yeah. Feel free to come back if you would like another reading, or if you didn't have a chance to get a reading. I will be posting about signups tomorrow. So, Michelle's the last person. Woohoo!
I like what she said. So I put my foot down. Will I get commitment?
Oh, okay. John just read me your question, and he said he likes what you said, and I love this. I like it too. You said, "I put my foot down. Will I get a commitment?" Well, I'm proud of you for putting your foot down. Sometimes you just got to set that boundary and you got to tell it like it is. And it's like this person can't have their cake and eat it too. So, will you get a commitment? It's kind of hard to say, but I'm going to just read this as best as I can. So I do see what's been going on here, okay? You guys have been flirting a lot, and there is true love here. There might have even been passion, connection, but the thing is you feel like this person's had it too easy, and like you're the one who's making all the effort, and you're over it. You're like, if they want to be with me, then they need to pursue me, and they do need to make a commitment, because, we don't have time for that shit, you know what I mean? So, to be honest, I'm seeing that this person is not looking for a committed relationship. And I feel like this is more of a karmic connection. They might not be your soulmate. I don't see a past life connection here. And then I'm seeing it's safe for you to love reversed. So it's like you're starting to get the red flags here, and you're starting to feel like uncomfortable. Like, you know what? I need to take a step back, because we need to have a commitment here. You have your boundaries. The good news is that this person making their choice is going to enable you to connect with the soulmate, because that's what you've been trying to manifest. You want to connect with the soulmate. You want to be in a committed relationship. You want to lock it down. And the thing is that this person is not interested in that. And this is talking about feeling grounded. It's been kind of like you've been going back and forth in your head. It's been causing a lot of anxiety because this person's sending you mixed messages. So they're saying have faith. This isn't the news I like to give people. I've told a lot of people today, like, yes, they like you. Yes, it's going to work out. Yeah, you guys are going to be in a relationship. But for you, I don't know if I see it. I'm going to be honest, hun. But they're saying have faith and trust that this happened for a reason. There's a blessing and there's a lesson that comes with every connection. And they're saying you're going to find peace. This person's basically going to make their choice. And I feel like what's going to happen is that they're going to beat around the bush, and you guys might kind of hang out a little bit more. You might kind of feel like worried, like, should I give them another chance or should I just figure it out? But I feel like naturally it's just going to dwindle away, because you've run out of patience here, and that's totally fine. Like, I feel like they've been making you wait a long time. But they're saying, reach for the stars. You've been imagining and you've been dreaming of a soulmate that's going to come in, that's going to connect, that's going to pursue you, that's, and you're a catch. You don't have to be with someone that's clearly not treating you as valuable as you are. And I think my question here is kind of like, why? I do feel like there's true love. Like I said, there's a connection here. You're not imagining this. They have pursued you, but then it's like they kind of run off and they ghost you sometimes. And so it's like really back and forth. And it's like you're so confused, and that's kind of why you put your foot down. So what is going on with this person? Like, why are they treating you like that? Oh, shit. We're getting the devil card. This person's the devil. Just kidding. So the devil's talking about like trickery. It's talking about someone that just like wants to get somebody who is kind of, acting immature or doesn't want the responsibility of actually having the commitment with someone. Someone you feel like is playing games with you. And this is talking about like betrayal. And this card says, guard against being the victim of someone else's delusions, lies, and deceit. So this is saying, this person has been kind of a trickster in your life and has been kind of greedy, and you just feel kind of like you've almost felt kind of held prisoner by this person because you feel so connected with them. You guys have shared so much together, but then they're not giving, you've given so much and you're not receiving what you need to in return. And so this is going to be hurtful. This is going to become kind of like a nightmare, and you feel like this person's kind of playing subtle games with you and just being kind of tricky, and you just feel like you're witnessing kind of like the worst side of human nature by this person. And I feel like that wasn't this person's intention. I don't feel like they set out to hurt you in this way. I just feel like they're not considering your feelings, and they're not thinking about how pursuing somebody but then not committing is gonna hurt, how that's gonna hurt someone. I feel like if this person just wanted to flirt or just wanted to hook up, then they should just be honest about it and not act like they want to be in a relationship when they don't. Because that's the thing, is I just feel like this person doesn't want a relationship, and it's not about you. There could be anybody else pursuing them, but they're gonna say no to anybody. So the message here is not to take this personally, not to see this as a reflection of you, but to see it as a reflection of them. I think they're trying to keep their options open, and they played you. And so let's move past this. And I want to ask, after this thing blows over with this person, who's coming in your life? Okay, who's coming in next? Because I do see you still on the path to find a true love. And I think how this person treats you while you put your foot down is going to make you feel less attracted to them. Because I think you're just going to realize like how this person really is. And sometimes as you get to know somebody, you can't see that in the beginning. You guys did have a beautiful connection. There's even true love there. It's just if you have a boundary and they don't respect that, you might just have to walk away. So I do see that you're very attractive, that you have no problem attracting suitors, and there will be a new person you'll be getting to know. Somebody really playful, somebody who just brings out your inner child. And it could be someone you've known before. Maybe it's somebody you've known since childhood or you grew up with, or it could be someone like that. Maybe it's somebody new, but I just feel like this fun energy around them, and it's not as intense and like as complicated and confusing as this other person. And I see this new person coming in. It's like the Prince of Swords. They're charging in, and they're coming within the next 9 months. And so that might be a little frustrating because you just been trying to manifest the soulmate connection and love for so long. But after this whole situation with this person in question kind of blows over, you're going to kind of go inside for healing, for introspection. You're going to be focusing more on yourself, which you definitely should, you know. And within 9 months, this new person comes in. And so, yeah, I see this new person coming in. I think this is definitely a soulmate. And you're going to be healing through this process. This person kind of opened up an old wound. It's going to heal. And I think you're going to come to an understanding going through this process. Just welcome it, you know. There will be tears that will be shed. It will be hard. But you're going to look back and you're going to feel grateful because you're going to realize this person allowed you to help heal a side of yourself you didn't realize needed healing, you know. Facing neglect, facing abandonment, facing rejection, like facing those feelings, you know, is going to be good for you. So they're saying go forward with courage. You've already surrendered and you're willing to accept whatever happens here. And I see like you're going to have time to really think about this and decide what you want to do moving forward. And you'll make the right choice no matter what happens. So they're saying trust in this process. This is kind of what's hard sometimes about knowing the future when you know what's going to happen. So trust in this process, and they're saying stay optimistic about your love life. If you're not meant to be with this person, let them go. Good riddance. You want to get that path clear for your soulmate. That's what they're saying. Clear the path for your true soulmate. And that's what this is. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. You're being guided to clear this path because you love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more attractive. And, you know, maybe through this person has an opportunity to really think about what they've lost, to really think about the actions they've had and how they've been kind of hanging you out to dry. But I get a sense of somebody from your past returning to your life. Like this card kind of made me think someone you've grown up with or someone you've been thinking about or someone you've flirted with before. Maybe you guys reconnecting, your energy being open and love. There's definitely, or it could just be a past life lover comes back, like you reconnect with your twin flame from a past life or something. One thing's for sure, your soulmate is being called in. You will have a soulmate connection and a committed relationship in 2019. You are going to manifest this connection. And you did the right thing by expressing your love to this person and telling them like, look, I care about you. I actually want to connect with you. You know, I want to be with you and be more than just hooking up, you know? And so, yeah, I really hope that this resonates with you. I do see new love and true love coming into your life in the next 9 months. And I see the situation kind of blowing over. And I think you're going to do great through it. You're going to heal through it. You're going to thrive through it. So they're saying surrender and have courage. And I'm sending you so much love and light with this reading. So thank you to everybody who supported me during this session. Once again, I've been raising finances to help support sustainable fashion in Tbilisi, and I'm going to keep you guys posted on that and probably do some behind the scene videos of how I actually use these finances. So very excited to show that to you guys. I'm going to be going live again tomorrow. I was thinking about doing it like an hour later. So 8 p.m. Italy time, which is GMT +1. I'm going live again tomorrow. I'm doing this Saturday and Sunday. And then that's it. I'm not going to be doing any live sessions for a while. I might do a free one on Christmas or next week or something for you guys. And I'll be taking a break from the channel for a little bit just to have a little holiday. So yeah, I'm going out with a bang, and I want to thank you guys so much for all of your support. And I am out of here. Time for me to go have some R&R and do a face mask and clear my energy. You guys were awesome. Thank you so much for supporting my cause, and I'll see you later. Peace out.